tuning in and listening. Okay, let's breathe. Will you please take a breath with me? It sometimes helps like make a sound too, you know, like really get out whatever's in there, like you know, something like that, you know, just in privacy of your own space, I guess. I mean, you could be out in public yelling, but maybe I don't recommend that totally. But yeah, you know, it's cool to just go in your car and you can just like yell and say whatever and just like go off. And I don't really do that enough. I think it might be helpful to get it out, but I don't think I think it's like okay, yeah, so what I'm getting at is letting things out. Okay, you got anger, get that anger out. Okay, just feel it, rage out for a second, play some angsty music and just like just like feel it, channel it, let it out. And then below the anger typically is sadness and grief. And so, you know, sinking into and feeling the pain that maybe you don't want to feel, that you've been numbing or distracting or avoiding. I know that it's like things build up and then they burst. Like it takes me a while to fully let it out. I think it's like there's a build up, you know, like a volcano, and then all of a sudden we're just like it all comes out. So, but yeah, it's better to, like, as things arise, let them out instead of letting things build up and burst, I will say, you know. So that's why I like being able to just, like, as much as possible, breathe into a moment in your body and where you're at and feel whatever's there without needing to attach a story and meaning to it and intellectualizing it, because I do that very often. And my most recent video, or one of my videos, was just talking about, you know, what do I do when I'm uncomfortable? How do I, you know, unconsciously distract myself from feeling the feeling? And then the feeling kind of mutates and builds up, and then it's actually more detrimental to do that. So, you know, that's why we're out here coping, scrolling, you know, people hitting vape pens and eating food that, you know, gives them a rush of dopamine. It's like, you know, so many of us are just seeking out dopamine. And yeah, I mean, I think I've been questioning, I'm like, is this just my brain chemistry? Like, am I forever gonna be this way, or I'm like seeking stimulation in something outside of me? Or, you know, is there a way to shift this? And is there a way to rewire my programming and my patterns and my ability to just like sit with the feeling that is like poking at the need for something else? Can I just be with myself? Can I be with my breath and with my body and be somatically process the information that is within me and related to the world around me? Yes, so I feel called to just pop on here and share this because I know I need reminders to just slow down and breathe and honor myself where I'm at without trying to always push myself for better and more and different. Like, just this, like, hold myself as I am, where I am, and find acceptance and grace and forgiveness and love and patience and compassion for where I'm at. And it's, you know, I'm sharing this message to whoever may come across this because I feel like I need this message. I need to be told this. And I'm so grateful for the friends that I have, that when I'm spiraling or overwhelmed or dysregulated or just spinning out, that I have them as an anchor to remind me, you know, to like co-regulate with me and to help bring me back into compassion and into love instead of the shame and the judgment and the heaviness and the burdens of, you know, all these other feelings that can complicate things a lot, you know. So yeah, so I want to just remind you that you are perfectly fine and okay as you are where you are. You are worthy of all of the love and all of the good things, just as you are right now in this moment. Like, here's just love, like love and acceptance and a big hug. it's okay. And it will be okay if it's not okay. Because there's a lot that isn't okay. And even amidst that, it's still okay. St. Louis, where I live, just was hit. The city was hit with a tornado. And so I'm seeing a lot online of just the tragedy and the damage and all the buildings, these old buildings, historic buildings, and just buildings and roofs and bricks and buildings and trees that have all been displaced, and just, you know, it's just a lot of damage and a lot of people out of power right now. There was some you know, people have died and been injured, and it was really intense. You know, as time goes on, we're really finding out more and more about how bad it was. And just today I kind of realized, like, I saw videos and images of just like how much it really impacted everyone, and it's very tragic and very sad, and my heart goes out to everybody that is affected. And, you know, how can I help? Like, where can I be of assistance into my community, which, you know, I don't feel like like St. Louis City isn't necessarily my community. I don't feel very involved in the city. But I care about all people and the city, and you know, I know there's ways that I can show up and help, and also just even like from, like, you know, I'm a mom, a single mom, and I work and I have my kids, and it's like I don't have a whole lot of free time and extra time to give, and I'm working towards building a life where I have more to share and give. But, you know, I make these videos when I have a drive and I have time with myself that I can show up and share, you know, myself and the things that I've learned and I'm learning, and just reminders to deepen into, like, compassion and love for oneself and for others, and like, that's the work that I'm sharing, that I can offer and give, you know. And obviously there's much more than that I can do too, but I know that with my time that I have on these drives, like, I have time, you know, where it's like I can show up, I can put myself out there, and want to connect and relate and share, and, you know, just be a reminder for things that you know, it's like I've needed, you know, I wish I could talk to my past self and say all of this to her, and you know, so if the algorithm, I would hope that, you know, it can connect with and remind others who may need a message to, you know, a reminder to slow down and breathe, and love yourself and hold yourself and take care of yourself, and know that you're okay where you are. And yeah, so there's a lot of tragedy and awful things happening all over the world. There's a lot that doesn't make sense, that is just awful, just not good. You know, but within that, there's a choice of how we navigate and what we bring into that space. And, you know, it's like right now a bunch of people are coming together to help each other and to volunteer and to rebuild and repair and assist each other and the aftermath of this mess. And I think that's wonderful and beautiful, and you know, people coming back into their humanity. Like, it's like they're not in their homes locked away doing their own little thing. It's like, I gotta get out and, you know, receive help and receive support and give help and give support, and, you know, get out of my own little world. And so yeah, just it's what it's all about, you know, is showing up for each other, and being a part of each other's stories in an inspiring, uplifting, positive way, and sharing that, you know, energy is contagious. It's very, very contagious. And you know, if you're ever around someone who's so stressed and anxious and angry, and it's like, ooh, you feel it, you take it on, you take it in, you know. And there's ways to healthily, like, hold space for that without, you know, becoming codependent, and that it's like something you need to fix or take on. Healthy boundaries, energetic boundaries, an ability to witness and hold space for things that are intense and uncomfortable without soaking it up. That's the ideal. But also, just speaking to that energy is contagious. And we have to have energetic hygiene. You know, it's like, how am I consciously, like, protecting myself and cleansing myself of the things that I don't want to stick and carry forward. You know, it's like, and honoring our big feelings too, like, we you know, letting out the anger, right? Like, letting out these feelings but not staying stuck in it. And also, yeah, if we're sharing it with someone, you know, have it be someone that, you know, that's like, it's consensual and that they're like holding space for. It's not just like someone out in public that, you know, cut you off and now you're road raging at them, you know, where it's like people will go out in public and throw up their stress onto a stranger. And that's what I'm saying not to do. That's not cool. But yeah, just authenticity is key though. I mean, we can't mask and hide how I guess we can do that. A lot of people are doing that. But ideally, I don't think we should mask or hide our true feelings and where we're at and who we are. Like, can we be honest and open and real and vulnerable about this is where I'm at? And honestly, more of us than not are sharing a similar experience of stress and anxiety and overwhelm and just like, what are we doing here? Like, just getting by. Like, it's just a weird time for a lot of people and the climate of in all the realms. So can we look out for each other? Can we remind each other that, like, you're safe with me, it's okay, like, I'm here, please? Okay, I don't want to preach to the choir. I feel like you might already know all of this, but like, maybe you needed an extra, just like, because I don't know, I feel like for people who are very positive and you know, want to bring other people up who have been through a lot, who, like, I don't want someone to feel like, you know, I want to boost the morale. Most of the time those people are the ones doing that all the time and don't always receive that, you know, from others because they're the one doing it. And you know, sometimes we need that voice and reminder if we're the ones always doing that, you know. It's like, I feel like for myself, it's like for most of my life, well, maybe not most of my, well, whatever, okay, words, but for what am I wanting to say? Okay, slow down. I do get really like, so that's good to just like slow down in full circle to the beginning of this video, like breathe and be present. And there's no rush to get anywhere. There's no urgency. You know, the urgency comes from that anxious place, right? And I don't want to be acting and speaking out of my anxiety. No, thank you. Okay, let's ground and visualization and envisioning is very powerful. Like in imagining like you're anchored and grounded above and below, like clear and just pure light energy, like our core essence, soul, heart center, grounded into the earth and into the ethers, into what's beyond and above, or which is not seen, like the spiritual, the ethereal, the celestial and terrestrial. You know, and to have be the bridge between all of this and to be a clear channel and conduit. And visualizing that white light through the crown of your head, up through your feet, and down into the earth as roots. Connected, protected, guided, and provided for. Breathing, being. Thank you for listening and being here and caring and doing the things and being all that you are. It's a lot, and it's the perfect amount. It's not too much. It's not enough. It's exactly as it needs to be. Don't forget that. Just like hold yourself with love. Imagine yourself as a child. You know, how would you talk to and, you know, treat a child? Like you deserve all of that. You know, we weren't given as children, you know, we have to give that to ourselves as adults now. And it's really challenging and hard when most of what you know is what not to do, and unlearning what doesn't work. And yeah, so that's where like compassion, empathy, and self-love and patience and all of that good stuff is what it's all about. So and you deserve a little treat, and creating for the fun of it without just like caring about the outcome. Like the creating is more important than the result, and just tapping back into that creative side that is just exploring a different medium for fun. It doesn't need to look a certain way or sound a certain way. It can just be, it's about it feeling good and being in a flow state, and just having fun. Just having fun with it as much as we can, playing amidst all of the hard work we're doing to stay alive and survive, because it's a lot. And any little bit of play and fun, laughter that we can sprinkle in there is so good and so needed. So better go do that now. It's doctor's orders, or else you're gonna be grounded, but like in a good way, like where you take off your shoes and you go walk on the earth and you hug a tree and you go earthing and grounding into the powerful energy of this earth. In one of my last videos, I showed off my my earthing grounding shoes, and I have another pair that I want to show because I really love these. And this time I'm gonna take them off my feet instead of putting my whole foot in the thing. But okay, so these are called Earth Harmony is the shoe, but it has a copper on either side, so the energy of the earth just, you're getting grounded even while wearing shoes. They're made out of leather, handcrafted in Turkey. Earthing Harmony, I think is what they're called, but I love them. They're very comfortable, and they're barefoot shoes too, so they're very bendy about them because I only wear barefoot shoes. I have another pair here. These are my boots. So barefoot shoes are any shoes that is flexible bottom, so all the muscles in your feet and your sensory input is like fully, the range is all there, instead of like a hardened bottom where you can't feel anything because you have that thick layer. Yeah, and then also wide toe box, so your little toesies can spread out and they're not being squished in there, because most shoes are like limiting, restricting your feet. So free the feet and ground to the earth, and yeah, that's where I find peace most. When I'm feeling frazzled, dysregulated, like just not good, I just get myself out in the woods by a tree, or just any tree I can find, and just sit under that tree, take off the shoes, and just breathe. And sunshine too. Sunshine's very healing. But that's my go-to co-regulation, self-regulation. But I do feel like I'm co-regulating with the earth. Like I do need sometimes that outside support of like feeling held, and that's where the breath comes in too. And you know, I think that, yeah, to feel like we're held and heard and seen, and I feel that with connecting to the earth without words. You know, it's an even deeper feeling of being connected than, you know, like, yeah, it's my place of peace, and a reminder that exists and is available to you if somewhere, if you have to drive there, wherever. Just, I mean, even just grass on the ground, like literally just touch grass. Okay. And oh, the light is just perfectly hitting this beautiful spider web, and this little, he's bright, he looks like this like golden, translucent almost spider walking around on it, on their web. And some people are like so afraid of insects, and but like if you really look at them up close, they're pretty cute. Like they're not, most of them aren't gonna hurt you. Like of course there's some that, like, you know, but like if you just like look at it with love, and you just they're your friend for the most part. Okay, obviously there's some that would love to suck your blood, and most of them are like would bite you out of defense. Like they're not like a predator. Like they know you're bigger than them. They're not out to get you unless you freak out and you know, like just try to hurt them first or whatever. Like I can feel that. Like fear is like, I'm talking about energy being contagious. Like I just feel like living things can feel if something is in harmony with it and is connected to it and loving it, or if it's like, I'm freaked, and then there's like this like conflict there. But yeah, so and we all love what we love, I guess. And, you know, can't force you to love the planet that we live on, but I wish that I could, because this planet, all life needs love. All of life and love are like, they just need peanut butter and jelly, you know? They just need each other. Well, I'm gonna go get my feet on the earth now. Thank you for listening, and keep up the good work. We're in this together, and till next time.